book was written in ink, or so they said. But the field changed the moment that we moved ahead. Circumstances shift, the shadows start to grow. In the script we memorize, it's time to let it go. I see the blitz coming, I see the pressure mount. But it's not how you start, it's the finish that will count. I'm the quarterback standing in the eye of the storm, shattering the silence, breaking every norm. Call the audible, change the line. We're stepping out of formation and into the design. From the wreckage of the plans we made, we find a light of silence lies. Look to your brother, look in his eyes. Gather. Welcome to the sanctuary, the unscripted truth, where we peel back the layers and we rebuild the roof. No plutonium files needed to crack the code. Just honest conversation on this heavy road. Zero topics off the table, let the record show. This is the realest frequency that you will ever know. I'm scared too, yeah, I'll admit the fear, but courage only matters when the danger is near. So tune in. Fade when the world goes dark and the silence lies. Look to your brother, look in his eyes. It's just together we rise, together we rise, together we rise.
You already know what time it is. You already know what to do.
We rise.
What is up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman, from the Birdman Show. You already know what to do, so why don't you go ahead and do it with me? That is right. I am here right now, as you can see. But as you can also see, I'm rocking Solo Dolo up in here right now. Ace is not gonna be able to make it tonight, so that's kind of, we'll talk more about that later at a different date. Definitely it's not gonna be able to make it tonight as well. I'm still waiting on Amber. I don't know if she's having trouble getting in. So we're kind of just, I mean, you know how we do. I think playing that song just now, created by Shiloh, which is an awesome song and was by far befitting of what's going on right now, with everything. I think that was like the perfect song to play. So we got to pivot. So 100%. Now this is definitely in this episode. Not gonna say if Amber gets in, we'll continue on with the episode. I don't know if she's having trouble getting in. I know she got a new laptop, or maybe new to her laptop. I don't know the situation with laptop, but she's got a laptop. She's got some equipment that she's trying to get working. So I'm assuming that she's trying to get in right now. Is what I'm assuming. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. But hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark, my neighbor. I just seen that he popped in. How are you doing there, good one? So Amber's having some trouble getting in. No problem, sis. Take your time. I'm not gonna start the episode because, like I said, Monday. It was Monday when we did the Conspiracy Files episode. I don't know anything about this topic whatsoever. I did my research, but I rather piggyback versus trying to lead this. And this is Amber's topic. And I heard the excitement in her voice about talking about this topic. Well, actually, I didn't hear it. I more or less saw it in her words that she was typing on. So, I mean, I guess you can hear words. I mean, you can definitely hear words when somebody speaks them, but I guess when somebody's typing it, can you hear? I don't freaking know. Anyways, sorry, squirrel moment. But yeah, so we're gonna yes, we do need to get together soon. We'll definitely do that. Just let me know what time. I already know the place. So you let us know what time and we'll be there. So that you ain't gotta say that's nothing but a word, my brother. That's nothing but a word, my brother. Yeah, if you guys see Mark 2021 loves Pac, show him some love. That is like I said, it's my neighbor, a good friend. Both of them are just two outstanding human beings. And I'm very, very thankful to have those two part of our life now. They're really awesome people. So I enjoy it because you don't always get great neighbors, man. I'm telling you, I've had some pretty sketchy ones and some pretty crappy ones. These neighbors are awesome. I can pretty much say that pretty much about all my neighbors for the most part. I've never had any issues with any neighbors. I mean, it's not like I cause a lot of issues, but I mean, overall, I really enjoy where we live at, the neighborhood and everything, especially the people we live around. So yeah, definitely if you get a chance, show Pac some love. Like I said, I'm right now until Amber can get in here. I'm rocking solo. So this is right now. This is gonna turn more into a kind of an open mic type thing until we can get Amber in here. I will tell you what tonight's topic is. That's not it. Wrong one. I will tell you what tonight's topic is supposed to be about. We're talking about the Slender Man tragedy, and the internet shadow. Like I said, no, you're good, sis. You're good. Just you keep working your thing. I'll keep stalling. Birdman's pretty good about stalling. Um, especially if you know my family or you know, and listen, not even my family, man. I had to learn how to stall being in the military. Because you have time if you're creating stuff or you're doing any type of like presentation. Not always does that stuff come in when it's supposed to come in. So trust me, Birdman knows how to stall. But yeah, so like I said, this is the topic we're talking about, and like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I was not in Slenderman was not a big thing, you know. I guess for me at that time because I was still kind of getting into conspiracy theories and other stuff like that. I love horror and everything horror, and everything like that. But like I said, this was not one that was like hugely on my radar. So it when Amber brought this to us, when Itzy brought this to us, you know, I didn't know much about it. And so even with her, you know, talking about it, I was like, I still didn't know much about it. And then when she started talking about the two teens and everything, I was like, wait, what? And so when I looked at it, it's like, what? Wait, what? So I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. So like I said, I was excited to hear about this. I still am about what's going on. So like I said, I'm excited about it. But like I said, we're gonna do a little stalling here. Until I can get one of my at least a co-host in here. Preferably Amber, our very own Itzy. But in the meantime, while she's doing that, you guys help me in once again because Itzy's birthday was Monday, the 9th. Yes, it was Monday. So once again, help me wish her a happy belated birthday. I don't. There it is. Okay, there it is. Oh, yeah, look at confetti. Yay, confetti! Happy birthday. So give me one big collective happy birthday. Tell her in the comments happy birthday. Show her some love. Show her some support as we do this. I'm just discovering a lot of my stuff there. So it's kind of cool. What else do I have on here? What is this one? Oh, it's raining. Wow, that is depressing. Let's get that off of there. What is this one? What is this one? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't think I like that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Anyways, so yeah, we're just we're just gonna I guess I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. I guess we're playing peekaboo. So I guess if you're bringing up the inner child, actually, I don't want to say nothing about inner child with all the Epstein stuff going on. Okay. God, yeah, I didn't want. I see, you know, I'm getting tired of this though. Stuff we used to say, um, like growing up, it just seems wrong. It feels wrong to say it nowadays because of so much stuff that's tied to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you say something about your inner child, or you know, I don't freaking know. Talking about pudding, but you can't even talk about that because of freaking Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't ever remember why Baby O would ever come up. So I guess that one doesn't really count. So Diddy just screwed that up for everybody. And then you really can't. R. Kelly just was on a whole new thing with peeing on people. Like, I mean, maybe when we were kids in gym, you know, you might have done that, you know, in like middle school or something, maybe, but not really. Or unless you get stung by a jellyfish on the beach. Um, Diddy bath. I mean, I don't think that's a good term to use anymore, Shiloh. If that ever was a term, it should never have been a term. I please don't ever make don't please let's not make that a term. But there, some things just seem so freaking like it's like impossible. You really have to check yourself when it comes to some things. You just really have to check yourself before you say something, because you might say something like, "Oh, well, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? What do I mean by that? Like, what? Like?" And I think we talked about this. I think we talked about this. It might have been Monday, or it might have been on the recap the week before. We were talking about stuff like that, and it's just weird. Oh, she wants the link again. Oh boy. Let's see if I can. Is that link not working at all? I tell you what, Miss D, are you in here? Miss D, if you're in here, send send Itsy your link. It's gonna be this. It should be the same link, but since we know your link is working, send your link. I will tell you this, Itsy, if you're trying to put it in Chrome, it's probably not going to work. So maybe the best thing to do is copy and paste it, like in Safari or something like that. No, yeah, I think that one's Safari. I don't know. I have two different studios. I have Riverside and I have Restream, which Restream is what we're in, and one of them makes you copy it to Safari, and now I can't even remember which one it was. Listen, I've had a birthday since then, so trust me, I know. Says waiting for permission. Is that what it? Permission from who? Me? Because I mean, if it's waiting for permission from me, you're not in the studio, so I can't. I don't know. Miss D, try to send Itsy your link. See if you can copy and send her your link. Yeah, thanks Shiloh. Thanks for, because I'm looking at the studio and TikTok's off to my left, so I wasn't seeing that. So thank you for telling me she was saying something so that way I could actually see it. So I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. I say we're gonna get this figured out. We're gonna get this figured out. It's okay. Okay, so yeah. Now I'm sitting there and I'm trying not to talk about tonight's episode until I can try to see if I can get Itsy in here. But I keep looking at my notes and I'm looking at this. This didn't really happen that long ago. I'm thinking this happened like in the freaking night. This is like 2014. At least what it's showing on here, May 31st, 2014. Oh my God. Okay, she sent the link too. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying not to. Because I don't want to get ahead of myself, start talking about something, and then next thing I know, I'm finding out that's not what it's supposed to be. But anyways, so hopefully everybody, has had so far is having a wonderful week. I know we've got a lot of crazy things coming up. It's hard not to talk about what's going on with the Epstein files. It is really difficult. But there's just so much going on with just unbelievable corruptness, whether it's from the government. We're talking about the Epstein files. You got everything's going on with Charlie Kirk, TPUSA, all that stuff that's going on, all the questions surrounding that. It's just all of this there's a lot going on. And it's hard for me to say that I don't want to believe it is, but it's kind of almost hard to say, it's hard for you to question, is this by design, to make it so jumbled? Like everything seems so jumbled. Like I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know what? Let me get over here on Rumble. I haven't even been over here. I don't know. Shiloh, you on Rumble too? Because normally I have my other device going on Rumble. I know we got at least 4 people watching us over there. As I can see who else is on there right now. Yep, Shiloh's over there. Hey, Shiloh. Shiloh, man, hey, bro, I don't know how you doing it. I don't know how you doing it. You got you watch us on YouTube. You got your account over here on Rumble. You got your account. You got the way. I don't know if you're on both your accounts on TikTok over here. I know you're on your backup account. But good God Almighty, if I gotta give a prize out to one of the most dedicated fans of the show right now, Shiloh, you are batting 1,000. So that's freaking awesome, man. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Very, very much so. So I definitely, you was on Riverside too, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and like I said, I'm trying to get everything, I'm wanting to try to get everything moved into one platform. This is the reason why I'm trying to get everything set up for the streaming network that we're trying to set up. And like I said, I've talked about it before. I hate feeling like I'm beating a dead horse with it. Oh, should I even say that? I don't want PETA coming after me. Um, I'm talking PETA, not Peter from Family Guy, but he might too. I don't know. Even with the new laptop, I have issues. It's okay, Itsy. It's okay. Just what? In the, oh, sorry. I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. It was my phone. I just Rumble just came up. Anyways, but I know I've talked about it, many times before. But like I said, we starting the streaming service for the show. It originally started off as me wanting to do it just solely for the podcast because I was having a lot of issues with copyright stuff. I have a lot of issues with it, as much as I love TikTok, maybe YouTube, stuff like that. We're just having issues with them just saying, "Oh well, we didn't we didn't like your content," or whatever the issue was, and then getting that content removed, or like what TikTok likes to do, remove sound. Um, and I was trying, and was looking for something to get away from that. So that's what it started off as, and then it made sense, with having the Birdman show, now Conspiracy Files, the recaps, and the Birdman Sports podcast. They're going to be starting up very very soon. It made sense, to get with somebody, start a streaming network, start our own streaming network, so we didn't have to worry about these types of issues. And then it evolved because they do more than just podcasts and stuff like that. So I decided to partner with the MABA, Mid America Basketball Association, which I'm one of the co-founders of, for our minor league basketball organization, and partner with them and bring them into it as well. So we create a full network. So you can get sports, you can get the podcast, and it's cool because it's going to be set up to where we can actually create the audio stations as well, be audio on demand. So we can create the podcast on there. Those be audio on demand. I'm looking at creating an actual music station for the audio, and taking at least one of the video on demand stations and creating that into a music station as well. So kind of getting more back to like the MTV and early days of MTV, BET, where it was music videos. None of this freaking reality TV crap. The networks are saturated with that crap. I'm tired of it. MTV was the music television, the music television network. BT was I don't know. I guess it was black. Was it Black Entertainment TV or Black Entertainment? I don't freaking remember. But it was music. You know what I'm saying? It was music videos. It was everything about music, and it's gotten completely away from that. So I kind of want to get back to doing that. One of my Army brothers and I have a record label. We have some pretty good talent that's going to be on there. So I want to be able to create a station that we can actually uh, um, get them out there, get their names out there, get their music out there. So I'm excited about it. I'm definitely excited about that next chapter with that, and being able to create different types of programming. So definitely when we get that, like I said, it's gonna be awesome because we'll have our own app. You'll be able to, if you have a smart TV, you'll be able to tease it out up to 3 platforms. Yes. And so, but you'll be able to have your own app. Did I just see Angel in the house too? What is up, Angel? What's up, sis? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Love and miss you. But we'll have our own app. Well, if you have a smart TV, you'll be able to download the app on your smart TV, so you can be on Roku TV, Apple TV, Fire TV. I can't remember all the different stuff. No, it's not me. Really, really, it's not you. Really, who is it then? Is it Lucky from Lucky Charms? I mean, they're about the same height. But no, yeah. So you're more than welcome. You already know, Miss D. You're always more than welcome to jump in at any point in time. So that is definitely fine with me. Um, Heck, if if you're gonna join in, I'll wait till you join in before I say this. But anyways, but yeah. Okay, cool, awesome. Um, and it's, if you're watching, breathe, relax. You got this. Okay, don't worry about it. Trust me, sis. It's okay. But and there's Miss D. Hello, Miss D.
There. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm not like fully set up to my usual, but I figured, you know,
Why
at
not?
least at least give you somebody to bounce off of.
It's all great. It's all good. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Like I said, Itzy, don't worry about it. Just keep working it. You're good. Okay. And like I said, we can always figure this out as far as that. I've got Restream up, but it's not connecting to the studio. What?
The same problem when I first started trying to sign in.
Okay, what'd you
Sometimes
do?
I basically I jumped out, um, made sure that my Wi-Fi was connected correctly, and then I restarted.
Itzy, I hope you got that. If that works, try that. I'm with you, Christy. Which I used to love MTV, and I used to kind of, I used to get irritated with some of the stuff they used to put on there, but like I still loved MTV. I love Beavis and Butthead. You know what I'm saying? I love some of the spinoffs they had when it came to that, which was awesome. But like I said, when they started doing this reality TVs, I was listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I was cool with the first Real World. I was cool with that one. All right. Now that was my jump off. And the crazy thing, you remember? Did you ever watch the Real World, the first one?
I watched the entire series up until oh gosh, probably season 10.
Okay, so then first season, you remember
Hmm.
Tammy?
Yeah,
Okay,
Crazy
Tammy,
Tammy.
yeah. Well, Crazy Tammy actually ended up
Hmm.
marrying one of my basketball teammates from college.
No kidding.
Yeah. So when she got into basketball, the basketball wives of I think it was
Hmm.
Atlanta or LA, I think it was Atlanta. When she got a basketball, that's how she got into it because she was married to my old teammate.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So when I saw her on there, I was like, because I watched Real World, I was like, man, that's cool, that's cool. And then when I saw
Hmm.
her on the basketball wives, I was like, my God, Tevin. I was like, man, dang, that's my girl though. Yeah, I'm right there with you too. There, Angel Flavor of Love. Yeah, man. That was about. Hey, man. I mean, hey, even trolls need love too, man. Gremlins and all that, they need to get some love too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all good. I mean, he a shadow um form of himself. I don't like to talk too badly about that dude. Was there's black and then there's black.
Mm.
Um, and was brackish. He's like brackish. It's like you got to roll that brackish. That's what he was. But that's my dude. That's my dog. That's my dog. Get up, get down. 911 a joke in your town. Hey, I love some fake flag, boy.
Oh my goodness.
Talking about fun. Wait, this is what I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you because I'm about to start up the Birdman Sports podcast 24/7 or 20
Hmm.
Birdman Sports 24/7 podcast. And
Yep.
we had some great conversations. I was going to tell you, hey, I will extend the invitation to you if you want to get on there and talk sports.
All right. I mean, I don't know a ton about sports.
Don't
Um,
matter. Most people on TV now don't know much about sports, but they on there making
this is true.
millions.
This is true. I mean, I know a thing or two about some football. I mean, I know the basics of, you know, baseball and hockey and basketball. I wouldn't say outside of New England sports that I'm um, very good at anything, but yeah. I mean, I know a
Look
little
here,
bit enough.
look here, sis. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you an assignment. I'm gonna give you a homework assignment to do.
All right.
Go on YouTube and look
Mm-hmm.
up. I don't know if it's still under the last one or it might be under the new one now. But if it's under my last one, it would be the Hey Coach podcast.
Okay.
Is how I started off at. If it's under the new one, it'd be the Birdman Sports 247 podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you watch any of my old sports podcasts that I was doing, because I rebranded it from the Hey Coach podcast to the Birdman Sports one. I
Mm-hmm.
rebranded it because, like, listen, anytime we get on there, we never really. I mean, we talk sports, but we
Mhm.
mainly talk storylines, or we just mainly clown for the whole time. So it's just one of those things. And one of my other co-hosts is going to be on there. He's finishing up with school. He went back to get his, I think, his doctorate in education. He's a teacher now, so his schedule has been pretty wonky. Plus, he lives in Houston,
Right.
so the time and all that stuff. So he's still going to be one of my co-hosts on there. But you know what I'm saying, when I get on there, everything Birdman. Look, there's always a twist. There's no guarantee. We're gonna talk sports. Don't get that twisted, but it just ain't gonna be like what you think.
All right.
So we can always, like I said, we can sit down, do that. It's one of those things that, and I don't do it. It's nothing like we do with the podcast, or anything like that. It's not. I don't go 2 freaking hours or anything for that one. Usually about an hour, maybe an hour 15, if that. But yeah, it's not too big. But I do still love being able to talk about sports and different things like that. Talk about the storylines and all that good stuff. But yeah, so yeah, we could definitely get together with that.
That sounds good. Especially when it comes to like football, I like watching football from like peewees to all the way up to high school to college ball to the NFL. I like a little bit of it all.
I hear you. I'm trying to think. Here.
Itzy, did you use the link I sent you?
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ninja out your way out of the living room where everybody else was at? Did you ninja your way out? Yep.
Hey,
Where's
Ray.
your mom at? Where's your mom at? You don't know? Did she leave? No. Where's Nima at? Nima in the kitchen? Was mom in the kitchen too?
I have a feeling we're going to
It's
see
fine.
a Des and a baby Yeet.
Yeah, sounds like that. Yeah,
Aw.
she's definitely a daddy's girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, the hair, all that is good. The hair is that's a whole job in itself. Like her hair, like listen, I don't know how to say this without just saying it. Like white people hair and black people hair are usually 2 completely different things. This child's hair, I'm like, dang, like you is crazy as that stuff. You might have some black hair. Like, what is going on with this? Like, we can't get to lay down for nothing. Des puts the detangling, like the detangling curl, because her hair is so curly. It's not even funny. And it's like we put the spray stuff in there, and you can brush it out, and it'll lay down for about a minute, and then it looks just like that. And I'm like, if you don't stop walking around sticking your fingers in light sockets, I swear. So I just start calling her Alberta Einstein. Yeah, so that's where I'm at there. Yeah. Miss D, did you freeze? I think Miss D froze on me. So okay, well at least I'm not technically in here by myself because Miss D's picture's still up there. We use Carol's daughters on his. Oh, I feel you. Their phone died. Oh well, she just popped out. So I don't know what. Oh, her phone died. Oh, I just seen that. Okay, go ahead and start talking about it. Where to begin, Itzy? Like I said, so you're not able to get on on the computer. I don't want to tell you to try to get. I don't want to try to tell you to try to go ahead and use your phone. I mean, you can. I mean, that's not an issue. No,
Sorry
I got
about
my
that.
research right here. No, you're good.
I have no
No, I mean,
idea why my phone just disconnected, but like it like shut down, and I've got like half a battery life, so I don't know. So I'm plugged in now.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've got research. I actually did my research and everything on it. It's I even got a little table on there, little timetable thing on there. So I mean, I've got it. It's just I really wanted to hear from Itzy because like it was just the way she was, she got me interested in it.
She knows
my
a
God,
lot.
me, Angel.
Yeah, no, she knows a lot about this particular topic. I've heard her speak about it before. I don't know much myself. Jeez, all of my emails are coming in.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Like I said, all of my emails and everything else came in, and because I had to restart my phone, and there. Hopefully, I should be all right.
Okay. All right. She thinks she had to go through what?
Internet Explorer, is that what IE is, Angel?
Maybe. Probably. I would. That sounds about right after you said it.
I mean, I had
Yeah.
to
Chrome
when I'm
definitely
on.
doesn't like it.
No, when I'm on my laptop, I don't use Chrome. I use
Oh, wait a
Google.
minute. I just heard
And
something. There she is. Hey.
hi, it's Z.
What'd you end up doing?
I opened it up in Chrome.
It actually let you open it in Chrome?
Yeah, it's probably because it's a Chromebook laptop. I don't
What?
know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because
Uh,
I think I tried going through Chrome. Actually, what the heck am I on right now? I don't know what I'm on. Oh, I'm on the Internet Explorer. I think it is. Yeah. So yeah, I think I tried it one time and it said it wouldn't let me do. Oh, I know what it was. Because I tried to use one of my other phones as a second camera to give myself, different things. But that's not gonna work right now because I don't have a switch for it. But anyways, I tried doing that and it made me use Safari. So that's why I said that. That's why I was. Anyways, how the freaking heck are you?
uh, yeah, we're here. We're here. I did not warn you. I do have a little bit of a cough, so I might cough a couple times. So I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, no problem, no problem. Trust me, it's not a problem. As long as you don't turn your head and cough, then that way we know you're not like a physical or something. I don't know. Then
On
yeah,
that note, guys, I'm gonna pop out so Itzy can
okay,
have her time. I love you guys, and I will be on the uh other platforms.
all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you, sis.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right. So let me ask you this question, okay? Because we're
Yes.
about 40 minutes in. Would you want to take a commercial break to give yourself a little bit of extra time, gather yourself, gather your thoughts, and then jump into everything?
Sure, if it's that time. Yeah, go right
Okay.
ahead.
All right, then that's
So,
what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a real quick commercial break. You guys already know what time it is. Time for that pew pew time. So we'll be right back with more of the Birdman Show right after this.
Yep, drop. Gotcha. How we doing, everybody? This commercial is brought to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby is an energy drink that you mix at home. Dubby is formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or no crash. So, their formula contains vitamins, amino acids, and neurotropics, including the patented neurofactor. There are no calories, no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial colors. So if you need something to give you the energy to take on the world, Dubby is what you need. Go to dubby.gg, dubby.gg to get yours today. Hey, as a special bonus to our followers, if you enter the promo code the Birdman, just Birdman Show, you will get 10% off of your first order. Hey, tell them the Birdman sent you.
What is up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman from the Birdman Show. I got Itzy, aka Amber. I know Amber's actually your government name, but do the Itzy thing. But anyway, I got Itzy joining me for this edition of the Birdman Show because you guys already know what to do. So why don't you go ahead and do it with us? That is right. Oh my goodness. So what is up, sis? How are you feeling? How was your day so far?
not too bad, other than, took me, 40 minutes to get in here?
Hey, you should have seen me my first time getting in here, and I'm in charge of the studio. So trust me, I get it. It may seem like I may make it seem like it's really easy. It's not. So there's no exact science to it either. So it is what it is. It's okay. You're in here now. Now that you're in here, we gotta get down to some nitty gritty here. this is what we're talking about, or what we're actually going to start talking about, because we didn't even remotely come close to talking about this earlier. But this is what we're talking about here: the Slender Man, the tragedy, and the internet shadow. Now, there's a lot more is going to be explained here. But my first question to you is, what really drew you to this particular topic?
Um, well, it actually, what drew me to this particular topic was before this actually happened. I have actually been a fan of Slenderman for a long time. I've played the games. I read the stories. So I am fully aware of what Slender Man is. So I have played the games, and I do have to admit that I watched a couple of YouTubers play it, and that's how I learned about it. And then I looked into it, and then this whole incident happened shortly after. So yeah, that's what drew me in.
Wait. Okay, so that's okay. That's where I'm. Okay, that's where. Okay, that might explain some things why the story itself wasn't really on my radar. So there was a
Mhm,
video game. Like how
yes.
many versions of the video game were there?
I'm gonna say maybe 6 or 7.
What?
Yeah, it all started out as a creepypasta story. This gentleman, he created the story and everything, the creator, and he did enter, a photo into a contest and everything using a tall, thin man with no face and tentacles on his back for this contest, and it just built up a whole franchise right there. And then it became so popular that they actually made games for it.
Oh, wait, time out.
Hmm.
Time out.
Okay.
So wait a minute. Okay, so this wasn't. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is why, like I said, when I did my research, I honestly just only solely researched the story about the two teens luring. Well, we'll get into that
Hmm.
part. That's why I did my research. I didn't research anything else that had anything to do with the Slenderman. So I thought that you said it started off kind of like a creepy pasta. So I had no idea of the actual real background that actually went into this. So okay, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Um, so was it a creepy pasta first, or I'm really freaking intrigued. Thanks a lot, Etsy.
It was a little bit of both. They did the photo. He did this photo contest, and then made a whole story about it, entered it into creepy pasta, and it just blew up from there. It really, it did start with the photos. So
Okay,
the
so
creepy photos.
now, so the photos, and maybe you explained this. I don't remember, but okay, so he did the contest with the photos or whatever, whatnot, right?
Mhm.
And was that for the video game, or was it just something he decided to do?
It was just something I think he started to do. He had this dark passion for dark stories and stuff, creepypastas and stuff. So he made his own character, which totally exploded. So
If he
it
got
became
a
a very,
passion,
very popular subject.
if he got a dark passion for dark stories, he needs to come to one of my family reunions. Anyways, that was a black joke, people. It was a black joke. Anyways, okay, so let's okay. Oh wow. And so is there any more background you want to give out before we get into the actual story
Okay,
that we're kind of leading
so
into?
a little bit. How I was actually going to start talking about this, I was going to come in with a flashlight, campfire story like thing, but then we had these issues. So, what I want to start with is talking about the game in the first place. The
Okay.
very first game was when the creepypasta came out and everything, and they started making these games. They created Slenderman 8 pages first, and that's what attracted gamers and people all to this. The thing is about 8 pages, you play as a character who has been dared to go into the woods, which is totally forbidden in this town. Doesn't even say what the name of the town is. You are to go into the woods and find 8 pages to the legend of Slenderman himself. You find these 8 pages and you start seeing this creepy, tall, thin man with no face, tentacles on his back, blending in with trees and everything. You're to find the pages as fast as you can before he gets you. Now, the thing is, when you play 8 pages, you want to go to the bathroom first because the bathroom is where he can corner you. You got to find a page in the bathroom.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to
It's
cut
like
you
a
off,
maze.
but I don't
No,
mean to cut you. I thought you were saying as the person playing the game, you want to go to the bathroom first. 'Cause I'm thinking now, as you talking about this, maybe I should have went to the bathroom at the commercial break because I'm not liking it. My black senses, my black senses started kicking out. Like Spidey got his senses, black people got their senses. The blackie senses was going off. Okay, so I didn't know what
sorry.
I was about to start swinging. I didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. Go ahead.
You're okay. No, just imagine with these woods, it's like a big park and everything. You got trails and trees and all kinds of stuff. There's probably even a little playground off to the side. Then you got the bathrooms, which is like, the bathrooms, the restrooms that you find at parks. Except for this one is like a freaking maze, okay? It's like a building that has a labyrinth on the inside. There's so many twists and turns, dead ends, and all that stuff. And you have to go into these bathrooms looking for this page on a wall. You go to the bathroom first to get the first page, and then you go through the woods. But yes, that was what the game was. And let me tell you something. When it's completely dark and you see this creepy thin man with no face starting to follow you through the woods, yeah,
And this is a
it's a
PC game.
terrifying game. It was. It was. It is no
What do
longer
you mean? What's
available because of the incident. They banned all games, including the PlayStation 3 game that made
what?
that made a Slender Man game. They banned it.
Ooh,
They all got recalled. What?
jeez. I don't worry, I'm back. It's we're gonna play. We might play some musical chairs from time to time. I don't know what it is. The studio it's been weird. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going on. Hard to step away back. Okay. Shiloh says his TikTok's good now. I guess there were some issues on TikTok.
I
Um,
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm watching on one of my other on my backup profile. Well, not backup, but Birdman Sports 247 profile, and it was. I didn't see it freezing or anything. And I'm also
Hmm.
watching it on Rumble, and Rumble seems pretty good. I don't know what it looks like on YouTube. But yeah, if anything like that happens, yeah, please let me know in the comments, so I can try to monitor things and see what's going on. Um, but yeah, if that happens, the same thing just happened right now. If that happens to you, don't freak out. It tends to bring you right back in, so you don't even have to do anything. So don't freak out or anything. So we might end up switching spots a couple times during this. I don't know. Anyways, holy crap.
Hmm.
I had no freaking clue. So, and as you said that, I think I vague because when did the first game come out?
Oh, I don't even remember. It was years ago. It was a couple of years ago, and the
This
incident
incident
happened
happened in
in
2014, right?
yeah, I would say 2010. I mean, when I first heard about
Wow.
Slenderman, I think it was in 2010 when I first heard about Slenderman.
Okay, so that
So,
would make more sense to me now because in 2010 I was still in the military. Matter of fact, I just got back from my last deployment.
mhm.
So I was still in the military. So that would make more sense why it really didn't why it really did it wasn't on my radar. Plus, I really wasn't playing a lot of games
Yeah.
like that. I was playing more sports games because I couldn't even you know how long it took me to get back into Call of Duty. I don't think I really started playing Call of Duty again until 2017. So playing war games or any games like that where you might have jump scares and stuff like that. I mean, I'm black, so I mean it's not good anyways. Don't throw in the PTSD and all that other crap in there as well. Shiloh, you were amazing as always. Slender Man was officially conceived on June 10th, 2009.
Okay. So I was
Good
close.
God. Good God. Shiloh, hey, Shiloh, I'm gonna tell you right now. Shiloh, we're gonna take a break real quick. We're not taking a break, but I'm taking a break right now. Shiloh, I'm telling you right now. You are now I'm now officially making you the Birdman show, everything Birdman, head of research. that I'm definitely doing. You are going to be head of research and comments and everything else. You are head of research. That is now your title. I don't remember if we got a shirt ready for you or getting a shirt for you or not. I don't remember. I have to check with Des. If we haven't, we're getting one for you, and I'm gonna put head of research on the back of it. Yes, we're definitely doing that. Because good God Almighty, this dude every single freaking time I ask a
He's
question like,
really
"Yo,
good
did
at
we
what he
know it?"
does.
And all of a sudden, bloop, bloop, pops right up. I'm telling you right now, God bless America and God bless you, Shiloh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yes, we have your shirt ordered. We have your shirt ordered, Shiloh. So we'll get that. Definitely gotta get you one too, Amber. We definitely gotta get you one. This is your third time on the show, right? Third, fourth, third.
I think
Third?
technically twice because we tried getting me on the show at least 2 times, and I was just having issues. So
Yes.
technically, this is the second time
Okay.
because
All
of
right,
all
that's
the
fine. That's fine.
issues.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Just at the mail. Wait, Mel hers. You talking about did we get one for Itzy? Did we have one for you?
Uh, maybe I think so. I mean,
You
I
saying
know
hers or
you.
his? She said hers. Oh, so I guess we do have one for you. Okay, so yeah, all right. All right, cool. Awesome. All right. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. But anyways, okay, so okay. So Slenderman was conceived in 09. You said you got into it roughly around 2010.
Yeah, about 2010 is when
Okay.
I believe I heard about it and all that stuff.
Okay, so the phenomenon started growing from there. It was conceived with just a contest for photos, because this guy was wanting to create basically his own creepy pasta. Which, if you don't
Yeah.
know, if you're not familiar with creepy pasta, I'm telling you, that is some of the best stories you can hear. Like, there's just
Hmm.
the concepts that they do with that. There's a couple. Matter of fact, creepy pasta is a podcast I follow on Spotify, and I love like if I'm driving from here to Leavenworth, go to one of my VA appointments. Sometimes, especially if I'm in the car by myself, sometimes I'll just throw that on my Spotify, let it play while I'm going up there, and just like I say, rock out, but whatever. It's just awesome. I love it. I kind of got into that probably around 20. I want to say about 2015. Is when I kind of got into the creepypasta stuff and everything. So I love it. But if you don't know anything about it, I strongly advise you get into it. So he created this character, Slender
Hmm.
Man, basically because he wanted to create his own kind of creepypasta. Did a contest, for picture ideas and everything like that, and then it turned into a video game.
Hmm.
So the video game basically had a run from, well, I guess we could say, I guess we want to say maybe 09 to roughly 2014, because you said they were
Yes.
pulled after the incident.
Yes.
Okay.
Shortly after the incident that happened, they completely banned Slenderman.
Okay. So
So you can't even
let's get
find them.
into
So.
yeah, let's get into this incident. Okay. We'll talk about this part. Okay. So the attack was in May. The actual day of the attack happened May 31st, 2014. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that
Okay.
is correct.
All right. The attack occurred the morning of May 31st, 2014, following a sleepover at Morgan. Is it Geysers or
Morgan
Grazer?
Geyser.
Geezer?
Yes. It's
Geyser?
Geyser. Yeah.
Okay. I was about to call her Geezer. That's a strange name for a young lady. Anyways, at the home to celebrate her 12th birthday. People, you got to understand something. This is going to get so crazy because we're going to hear the stuff we're going to talk about, but you have to remind yourself these were teenagers, 12 years old. These are teenagers. Okay? We're not talking adults here. We're talking teenagers. So this happened to celebrate her 12th birthday. So I'm going to allow Itzy to take it from there. Wait a minute. Do you want me to call you Itzy or
Okay.
want me to call you Amber? I mean, I know you got Amber on there.
Anything really. You can call me by my name.
Okay.
Itzy, Amber,
Okay.
you know.
I mean, I know it's up there, but sometimes people use their online persona versus their real name. So, I mean, I see it up
Hmm.
there. So, I really can't get around that. So, all right, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, so May 31st, 2014. Let's say May 30th, actually. They were to do, they had a sleepover at Morgan Geyser's house. She invited a bunch of girls to a sleepover, mostly her best friend and then the victim. They did the sleepover and everything, and then sometime super early in the morning, I believe, they decided to go out into the woods. And this was celebrating her birthday and everything, because I believe her birthday is the 30th. So, but May 31st, 2014, two 12-year-old girls, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weir, I believe it is pronounced Weir, lured their victim, Peyton Lautner, into the wooded area of Davis Park in Waukesha, I believe that's how you say it, Waukesha, Wisconsin,
Yes,
attempting to,
I think Drake made a song with Waukesha in it.
yes,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, you're okay. They led Peyton into a wooded area of a park close by to their house to attempt to, I guess I should say, unalive and sacrifice her to the creepypasta entity known as Slender Man, the faceless gentleman of creepypasta. No face, no anything, no eyes, no mouth.
I
Yeah.
will say what I'm gonna do something a little differently for this one, especially since it's just us two. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna bring in the chat so that way we can actually see these in real time.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say that so that way you didn't freak out like, oh my god, what happened to the screen? No, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring the chat so that way the chats can be on there. Plus, I like it better like this because for TikTok, they don't get to see that unless I'm actually putting that on there. So I'd much rather go ahead and do that like that. And that way they can actually see TikTok and see those comments there. And of course, if everybody's watching on TikTok and see those comments. So yeah, please continue.
Okay, so they led her into the wooded area and they did stab her 19 times, but she survived the attack. So the weapon was a kitchen knife taken right from the kitchen. I believe so. The motive was belief of Murdy unaliving Peyton would appease Slenderman to becoming their trusted followers called proxies. And they were Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weir were charged with first degree and second degree attempted.
They stabbed that poor child 19 times.
Let's see.
Do you understand how and hate you understand? I get that they was kids. I get that. You know how bad you have to be to stab somebody 19 times and that person still live. You can say what you want to about willpower. You can say what you want to about 19 freaking times, fam. And you didn't hit nothing vital.
No, they hit a couple of vital organs. They did hit a couple of vital organs.
Wait.
But
Okay.
she's a trooper. She was a trooper.
Wow. Wow. Okay, go ahead.
What makes it even better is when they went into the wooded area in the first place, they were going to play hide and seek in this woods. And they told Peyton to, it was her turn. She was to count. And while she was counting, they pinned her down to the ground and stabbed her 19 times. They stabbed her in the arms, the legs, and the torso with a 5-inch long, 13-centimeter blade. She suffered 2 stab wounds to her major organs, one narrowly missing her major artery, and another went through her diaphragm, cutting her liver and stomach.
Yeah. As you're reading that, the comment from Shiloh pops up. It says the injuries were catastrophic, involving punctures to the diaphragm, liver, and stomach. Most critically, the blade narrowly missed a major heart artery by the width of a human hair.
That
Oh
much.
my God, that is insane.
And you want to know what's even funnier?
Oh
You want to know
God,
what's
what?
even funnier? Following the attack, Weir and Geyser told Lautner just to lie there while they went for help, and they never did. They said that. They said that to her right after
Well,
they got done stabbing her. They were going to go
that,
for help, which they never did. And this poor girl had to crawl through the woods to a road where a cyclist found her and called 911.
did they say how about was okay? But say so she escape and rescue. Lautner dragged herself approximately 400 feet to the road slash
hmm
pathway where a cyclist discovered her and called 911. 400 feet. Listen, and I'll say this. My military experience. I have been shot before. And it's painful. It's painful. It is very painful. And I remember having to, drag myself and, till I got to some help and everything. So, I understand that part. But I only got shot once. There was only one injury. This child was stabbed 19 times. Waited for them fools to say, hey, we'll be back. We're going to go get some help. And after they left, then she still drug herself 400 feet. I don't even know the last time I walked 400 feet. Because from here from my studio office to go out to the garage, that ain't even come close. I don't even think that's 50 feet. It might be 50 feet. I don't know. But then I drive. Um, man.
And she was 12
Wow.
years old. 12 years old doing all this just to survive on what her two friends did to her in the woods.
I'm just gonna say this. I would just love to meet and shake this young lady's hand. I don't want to talk about nothing that happened to her. And also, I don't want her to tell me her story or nothing. It was like, hey, that was the girl right there. I walk up to her, hey, you a real one. You a real one. And that's all I want to say and walk off. Because that is much respect to that. If you can survive something like that and go on and live your life, I mean, she definitely probably dealing with some trauma, some to PTSD, definitely from all that. You are a trooper. Like for real. Like you, like 50 Cent got shot 9 times. And you see how much money he made. Like she got stabbed 19. Like, that's a trooper, man. Oh wow.
Yeah. On that note, you want to know what she's doing right now?
Oh, they got to update what she doing right now. What she doing right now?
She is studying medicine. She's becoming a doctor.
Really?
hmm
That's awesome.
She did.
That's
She
actually
did have to
awesome.
take a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
It was actually mentioned that even after her surgery and surviving all this, it took her a very long time to recover. She would actually sleep with a knife, with broken scissors under her pillow, scared to death that they were going to come back. It took her a long time to recover, but now
Oh
she's studying
man.
medicine.
That's it's I'm being honest, it's rare if not almost never that we can talk about a story on here that actually in a part for a victim actually turned
Mhm.
out to be a good ending for a victim. That is, man, 19 freaking times. She survived it, drug herself 400 feet, found somebody, not only lived, not only went through all that, went through the counseling, put in the work, it's gotten better to the point where she's realizing her dream, and now she's studying medicine. Like, dang, that's a doctor I want. Hey, I'm telling you
Oh
right
yeah.
now. Hey, you know what? Hey, Birdman telling you right now, that is the doctor that I want. Because if a doctor like that is fighting for her own life, drug herself, she's gonna go through hell and high water to make sure you make it out. That's the type of doctor I
Exactly.
want. I mean, I am trying. Listen. I got great doctors that work with me. I'm not saying I want my doctors going around getting stabbed. I'm not saying that. They do a great job. They worked on me. They're great. I'm not saying that. But for her to go through that and studying medicine, Birdman putting his endorsement in right now. So if everybody knows this young lady, you tell her get a hold of me. I'm putting an endorsement, stamp that one. She is certified.
Mhm.
She is certified. That is crazy to me, man. That is like, wow. Because I'm looking at some of this stuff. Okay, so the survival was described by surgeons as a miracle. That she survived. She was rushed to Waukesha Memorial Hospital and underwent 6 hours of emergency surgery. That's just emergency surgery. So there's no telling how many other surgeries she might have had. Well, maybe it tells it down here. But injuries, like I said, suffered stab wounds to her arms, her legs, her torso. One stab wound entered her heart, missing, like we've already said, a major artery by less than a millimeter. Another wound went through her diaphragm, cutting into her liver. We said that, and stomach. Hospital stay. She was hospitalized for approximately 10 days. She's only in the hospital for 10 days. Who is this child? What the freak?
Peyton Lautner.
Hold up, man. No. I don't think that. No, this sounds like somebody from the freaking what is that? What was that program that freaking Captain America went through? The freaking the soldier program. Yeah, what the freak? This is a Winter Soldier. What the freak? That's the Winter Soldier right there. Waukesha, she went to Wakanda. That's what she went to. She got some medicine from Wakanda. That's not Waukesha. That's Wakanda. That's what that said. Good God Almighty. Not forever. Anyways, sorry, I had to go with the Black Panther thing right there real quick. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Wow. That is crazy to me. She was only in the hospital for 10 days. It was like, yo, I don't like this food. I'm going to Burger King. Wow.
Frankly, I think she just wanted to be home. So she just wanted to be home after all that.
I mean, it was amazing to me enough. You know, as you were talking about this, and I was looking at my stuff, and then of course Shiloh throwing the knowledge out there as well. It was amazing to me enough that she went through this ordeal, 19 injuries or 19 wounds. You know, some of them just narrowly missing organs that would probably shut her down. Surviving that was one thing. Dragging herself 400 feet to some place where somebody could actually get her some help was another thing. But to only be in the hospital after all that for only 10 days. Shiloh was telling her, Shiloh's over dropping. Now I'm trying to tell you. Yep, you are. Yeah, it's it. It's official, Shiloh. It's official. She made a culotte, really, from the University of Wisconsin Parkside in 2023 with a bachelor's in science of psychology, focusing on mental health and gender studies. I subsequently enrolled in the community council program at Mount Mary University with an expected graduation date of 2026, so this year. Her mother, Stacy Lautner, documented the severe emotional toll, revealing that Peyton slept with, like you just said, scissors under the pillow, and struggled with a physical reminder for 25 scars. Jesus. Oh, what?
I could never survive like that. I mean, I would like to say I could, but I could never survive something like that. She is a trooper. She is a trooper.
That is freaking amazing to me. That is amazing to me. Like, I just, man, I got goosebumps, man. I really got goosebumps just reading that and thinking about that, because I've talked about some, but I don't talk about a lot of the things I went through when I was in the military in my deployments. And I've seen a lot, and unfortunately I had to do a lot. And it's not something you can really easily get over. And I struggle with it. But for someone like her to go through the things we've been talking about, and this is just what we know that's been reported. Because even the service level of this still may not even come close to touching what mentally that child, now young woman, went through and has grown from. So we can talk about what we know with the research, what's been reported by the mother or anybody else. We can talk about that stuff, but that's not even like a tenth of what it is. And for her to say, I'm not about to allow this to define me, for her to say, hey, I'm putting in the work, I'm alive. I've got a life to live, and I'm getting to living. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. No, you ain't gonna. Hey, they got them locked up. I'm getting to living. Like that. Just I'm gonna be honest with you, Amber. Hearing this story, what it does, it makes me think. It makes me really want to put my mental health journey in overdrive.
Hmm.
Like it's like this girl went through all this, and she's doing all this, and I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. I'm definitely way better than what I was. But it's like, yo, she went through all this. Why am I still sitting around not doing everything I want to do? Like this.
Hmm.
Okay, well, listen, we gotta take a commercial break. Oh no. We got no, man. We gotta take a commercial break because I gotta gather myself. I'm always worried about my co-host and guests I need to gather myself. Because this girl done messed me all up. She done
Oh, wait.
way
Yeah.
to go, Amber.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here.
That wasn't a compliment.
Well, I still take it. I still take it.
Ever. We'll be back. We'll be back. Oh my freaking! You already know who I am. But if you don't, I'm the Birdman from the Birdman Show. That's my man, main ace, main. Anyways, we are from the Birdman Show. And if you've never watched the show, this is a common occurrence. Okay, so don't even trip on it. But we want to take the time to let you guys know that the Birdman Show is brought to you by Restream. Now, with Restream, you can create high quality audio and video content for your podcast. Hey, just want to tell them a little bit more.
Now, with Restream, what you get is you get superior listening experience with crystal clear audio. Now, you can eliminate the audio drift, and you don't have to worry about connectivity. I mean, there's so much more, but these are just a few of the things that we wanted to pinpoint. With Restream, the simple and powerful podcast studio, you can easily create your own podcast, and it's effortless.
And I also want to add that you can connect up to 8 different channels. So like we stream on YouTube, we got Twitch, we're working on TikTok. See that. But we're working on TikTok. You can stream to all kind of different platforms to get your podcast out there. So head on over to restream.io to start your free account and get to podcast and holla at your boy.
Or, I mean, they could always just not.
Or you can create your own, but in between time, come watch ours. So we want you to do your thing.
But don't forget about us.
Yes, come watch us, okay? So definitely come watch us every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time, right over on our YouTube channel at Birdman Show Podcast 9643 or over on Twitch at Birdman143. We'll see y'all later. We out. I'm sorry. I was just listening to that music. And it was I gotta stop that. I gotta stop that. That was weird. I'm sorry. It was I mean, it was cool. I mean, don't get it wrong. It's just it's from the studio. That way I know I can get around copyright issues. But yeah, I'm sorry, it just threw me off a little bit. I apologize. Yeah. So wow. Birdman's still trying to gather himself. Oh yeah, okay. This is what I love about our episodes. The audience interaction. Sometimes I don't even be talking to us. The people on the show, they talk amongst each other. It's awesome. But anyways, wow. I've just been rocked out of my seat. With this episode so far. But God, I can't even gather myself. Anyways, what's my name? Oh yeah, I'm the Birdman. I'm joining forces with Amber, aka Itzy, over there on TikTok. And we're talking about oh man, oh my God, wow. Woo. We're talking about the Slender Man tragedy and the internet's shadow of this. And we started talking about the Slender Man. We talked about its origin, which I had no idea what the origin of this actually was. So I love the educational aspect of that and getting a chance to learn that. So I appreciate that, Amber. Then we started talking about what the actual real story we wanted to talk about tonight. And it was I want to make sure I get her name correctly. Bella Leighton. Okay, Lautner. Okay,
Yes.
was the victim, and her two friends. Well, they're not friends anymore, but two acquaintances, Morgan Geyser. I'm going to call her Geezer. I don't care. And what's the name?
Anissa,
Asina? Anissa.
Anissa Weir.
Iasna Wiener. We're on a black show, so we mispronounce everything. Anyways, Anissa, Weir, they had lured Peyton out into the woods, and they had attempted to sacrifice her, which was the original thought process behind it. Was sacrifice her to the Slender Man, and stabbed her over 19 times, barely missing a very vital organ in her heart by a millimeter or less than a human hair. Not only did she survive, not only did she survive, she drug herself 400 feet to the nearest roadway / pathway, where a cyclist ended up finding her and called 911, and subsequently saved that young girl's heart or life. And then just the powerful story afterwards of ever actually being able to survive that. Amber, how are you? How are you doing? I'm asking you. I'm freaking rocked. Oh, you seem like you're doing great. How are you doing so far with this episode?
It's a very fascinating story to me, so I love every minute of it. It was, it was the one story of
I
survival
wasn't
for a
laughing
teen.
at you. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
I was laughing at X.
Of course, of course.
Sorry. Go ahead. Oh, Jesus, X.
Well, now that I'm looking at chat, yes,
Right?
yes, X, yes, but I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great.
Mm.
I mean, it was a story I've been nagging at you guys for a while about now.
And I'm mad that actually, you know what? I'm not mad. I am mad we haven't done it earlier, but I'm not mad because I think with this setting, with it just, I mean, and life happens, and everybody knows that, and everybody knows when it comes to me and this show, I don't care about the show. I care more about the people I have on the show. If life happens and things don't work out, I'd much rather for you to take care of those things and be at your best when you're on the show
Hmm.
than to force something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad
Oh,
it's in this setting, because I think with this setting, with us being here, like, man, I think we were able to put a little bit more attention on it. And plus, I like it because, especially with us being us two, we can actually have the comments from YouTube on here as well.
of
It's
course.
a little with everybody else being on here, because then the boxes get so small and you can't read anything. I think that's pretty awesome. Which I said, target Peyton Lautner was chosen not out of honesty, but because of her proximity and friendship with Greiser, which provided the necessary access to execute the sacrifice.
Yes, yes, actually, she was.
Wow.
That actually brings up a little more insight on Geyser, at least.
All
I
right.
mean,
Good job, Shiloh. Way to lead us in. Hit it.
well, after this whole thing, and this was mentioned during an interview with Geyser's mom, but before she was even friends with Peyton, Geyser and even Anissa Weir had a lot of mental health problems. They had a lot of issues, even as growing up as kids. After this whole incident, Geyser was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and she did have visual and auditory hallucinations starting from childhood. She claimed that she could see ghosts, and she even had imaginary friends named Maggie and Seth as a child. She never had any friends until she met Anissa Weir and Peyton. They actually became friends. It was through Anissa she found out about Slender Man in the first place. It was Anissa who told Morgan about it.
Okay, let me tell you something. People, America, Black America, White America, Hispanic America, America's all over. Listen to me when I say this. Stop playing around with your freaking children when they talk about they have imaginary friends. Okay? Stop it. Stop playing around. Okay? If your child starts talking about having imaginary friends, you start paying attention to the conversations.
Wait.
Don't be like, oh my gosh, he got an imaginary friend, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he got an imaginary friend, blah, blah. No. Okay, what do you and your imaginary friend be talking about? Oh, really? Oh, that's what you guys be talking about? Then, because I'm telling you right now, those children that usually have imaginary, I never had imaginary friends. That's just not how my mind works. Because if I can't see you and I can't have a conversation with you, like trust me, I've been in marriages like that. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean that to turn that into a therapy session. Anyways, no, but seriously, all jokes aside, I've never had an imaginary friend. But most kids there's something that they're missing. And they're having to create something. Now, whether it's friends or it's the fact that something's going on in their life that they have to create something to detach themselves from what's going on in their life. If most cases, if you pay attention, most kids that have imaginary friends, that imaginary friend tends to be a part of them that they can't express. And so what they say is, oh, my imaginary friend in this case will say, I don't want to just say somebody's name because every time I do that, it happens to be somebody that may be watching. We'll say Waukesha. We'll say Waukesha since she went to Waukesha Hospital. We'll say Waukesha. They might say Waukesha happens to be a part of them that they can't express out loud. So let's say Waukesha did this or Waukesha did that. Waukesha said this. Waukesha said that. And if you pay attention to what they're saying, it actually might be part of a conversation that they overheard. Might be a conversation they overheard you as a mother, or you as a father, or a brother or a sister, or somebody outside the house, an aunt, uncle, cousin, a teacher. It might be something they're actually going through that you're not paying attention because you're just thinking, oh, they're a child. They have overactive imagination. It's not that big a deal. Blowing your children off. If you don't want to be a parent, give your child up, for crying out loud. Give your child up to somebody who actually is going to take care of that child and actually going to pay attention to them. If your child is starting to exhibit behaviors like that, pay the freak attention, man. If the parents would have done their job to begin with, maybe that child, well, I mean, I hate saying it, but I don't know.
No, you're not wrong.
In this situation, it's like I hate the fact that Peyton had to go through this, but Peyton is so much better than what I don't know. In this situation, I don't know, but I'm just saying, in this situation, overall, stop blowing your child off because you want to do what you want to do, because you want to be on your phone, or you want to be watching TV, or you want to have some type of freaking stupid life that you think you deserve to have, but you couldn't have because you had a child. If you didn't want the child or you want to have life, give the child up to somebody who actually would take care of your child. I am so sorry. Birdman did not mean to go off on that. I apologize. Hey, welcome to the Birdman Show. Can we start over again? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Please take the mic.
No worries. Excuse me.
You're fine.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Well, the funny thing is, she was diagnosed with all these mental health problems and everything, and then she met Weir, who introduced her to Slenderman. You're not wrong. Okay, I am not dogging on childhood mental health whatsoever. But
Right.
all of this could have been avoided if their parents would have paid attention to their kids. They knew that they had mental health problems, and they allowed their children to get into something so dark as Slenderman stories. It twisted their minds. It twisted.
I'm sorry. I X, I love you so much because you between you, DK, sometimes Shallow and all you guys, y'all bring me back. I don't mean to. I don't mean to have that side of me come out. And it's tough. But when it comes to children, I have a very strong, passionate protection when it comes to all children. And I've always been like that. I've always been great with kids. And I've always been very protective of children because as a child, there's no one that's really speaks for them. The parents, they protect them. They're supposed to protect them anyways, but they don't really speak for their child because they don't really pay attention or listen to their child. And it's always been a problem for me. And when I got in the military, and and I had to see the things, and the things that we saw, it became more intensified when it came to that kind of stuff. And so I any story that we deal with that has an issue with a child or something like that, I tend to sometimes go off on that. And I don't mean to. I really don't. But at the same time, it irritates the crap out of me. It irritates the crap out of me because I see it. You know, when I was working in the school system, I seen it with teachers. I saw it when it came to parents coming to parent teacher conferences, and I could tell why their child acted the way their child did. Some of it is just the fact. Hey, some of it, kids are jerks. You know what I'm saying? They are. They can be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some of that's that. Some of it is the fact that, like you said, you know, the mental issues or problems they're having, but sometimes it's just the simple fact that you're just not paying attention to them. And so therefore they seek the validation or attention they really want anywhere. And anybody will, and if anybody will give it to them, that's where they're going to draw. That's where their attention is going to go to. That's why I say, pay the freak attention to the child, for crying out. Pay attention to them. Any and everything, any little bit of information could really help solve issues and problems that you might be having with your child. Like I say, I don't mean to, but I love you, man. I love your comments. You know, but like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I thank you because I was really my blood was starting to boil. And then I see the comments from X and I laugh, I chuckle, and it calms me down. So, brother, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate DK. I appreciate anybody else that throws comments in there. Especially the funny comments. I try to do it, but there's sometimes I can't pull myself out of that. So I appreciate every single freaking person who watches these episodes, and they put comments and stuff, especially if I get like that. I appreciate you guys so much for that. And like I said, I just wanted to say that. Also want to say thank you guys on TikTok. We're at 5.5K. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Amber, please continue.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is rewind back to the attack because there was one thing that I didn't touch base on now that I'm looking at my notes and everything. 5 hours after the attack, the police found Geyser and Weir near a furniture store by Interstate 94, 4.9 miles away from the attack site. They walked that far. They said that they were traveling to one of the national forests, a national park, 200 miles away to meet with Slenderman himself in his home called the Slenderman Mansion.
Now, this is the one
where they were arrested.
Is it the Nickel National Forest?
Yes.
Or is that how you say it?
There's a word before it. There's another name right before it, but I'm going to call it the Nicollet National Forest.
Okay,
because
that's cool.
There is no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that.
Roger that. Tracking. I'm with you. I was surprised to get Nicollet out. Near the what? The what? Well, that's the furniture store.
Yes. That was what the furniture store was called.
4.9 miles from the scene. They were trying to go 200 miles?
Yes. They were trying to walk 200 miles away to Slenderman's mansion in another forest.
Listen, like I said, I know I've been talking. I don't know why I've been talking so much military tonight. I normally don't ever do that. The farthest I ever had to walk was roughly about, I want to say about 80 miles. And I was ready to shoot everything that I saw because I was so mad that I had to walk that far. I was mad. Like mad. I was about, if somebody said, hey, Sarge, I'm about, man, you better walk before the next breath comes out your mouth. You better make sure it's a good question before you about to ask me something, because I swear to God, I was like, pow, 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 pew, pew. But everything was about to be set off. And these fools going to talk about 200.
12-year-olds try to walk 200 miles? Yeah, but yes, they tried to walk 200 miles away to another forest to meet Slenderman, but they were found. They were found by the police and arrested. So they took detained him at first and then took him to the station where they did the questioning, figured out what was going on, what happened to this little girl. And it doesn't help that Morgan Geyser did have blood on her clothes, and they
Oh,
had
he's
the knife in her bag.
Lord Jesus.
Hmm.
So they didn't even. I mean, I mean, that's great. I'm glad because they were only 12, but they didn't even think to bring a change of clothes or nothing. Or I mean, that's great. I'm glad. Um, but yeah, I just wow. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Please continue.
After her arrest, it was Geyser's mother who said that her daughter had psychotic tendencies and was seen in confinement talking to herself, pretending to be a cat during detainment, by the way, and was even having conversations with Slenderman and other fictional characters. She claimed that she had a conversation with Severus Snape in while she was locked up. Yeah, she definitely had some mental health issues that really needed to be worked on.
No, I'm gonna tell
She,
you something. No, ma'am. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna tell you something. This is our fundamental problem here in America. This crap of letting your child identify as whatever they want to identify and not thinking that's gonna cause an issue.
Mhm.
You are a freaking idiot. You are a freaking idiot. Oh, my child identifies as a cat. My child identifies as a dog. My child identifies as this. How about as your child identify as a human being? Number one. And how about you identify as a parent and freaking raise your child?
100%.
I just I don't get the identifying error. I don't get the just accept everything error. I don't get it. I just don't. It irritates me because the thing is we try to tell our children, especially when they get older. Okay, let me be like this. All of us know someone, and I might strike a nerve with this comment, and I don't mean to, so I do apologize. I know several women who've been in abusive relationships, and you tell them not to accept certain things. You tell them, hey, you can't accept it. You should not accept this. You should not accept that. But yet and still, what if that was that same child that was growing up, and you tell them, hey, oh, I accept my child for doing this. I accept my child, so I should accept everything if someone tells me or someone's doing something. I should accept it. But you tell them not to accept certain things like that. It can't be one or the other. I'm sorry. You can't. And children still have not developed that portion to where they can really truly understand what they're talking about and what they're saying. Now, I've always been like this. I've always said this. When it comes to my children, when it comes to my children, I would never tell my child, and this is just me. I would never tell my child, okay, yeah, you have to go to college. I would never tell them that. I would never tell my child you have to have a conventional relationship with anybody. Like I don't care if you if I have one of my daughters or my son, I'm saying says, hey, well, I want to have a relationship. My daughter said I want to have a relationship with a girl, or my son said I want to have a relationship with a man. Kid, after you turn 18, you doing what you want, do what you want to do. I'm not gonna love you less. I'm not gonna look at you differently. You're my child. You're my son. You're my daughter. I don't care. I just want you to be happy. If that person makes you happy, be happy. Do you. Pops is gonna be there cheering you on. I'm still gonna be one of your biggest cheerleaders. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you like this. We're gonna skip that. Third man's not gonna go on that soapbox there. I agree. A lot of the stuff could have been avoided had the parents had actually paid attention to what was going on. There goes Itzy doing her musical chair part, I think, maybe. She's not popping in. Hold on. Um, I'll try to do the filler while she's trying to get it back in. But I do agree. I think that the parents had done their part and really paid attention to what was going on. I mean, you're saying, like it's you were saying, the mother was stating that, yeah, yeah, my daughter was, showing these mental health issues, this and that, but then your child was out doing all this other stuff, and 12 years old, and they're in the forest at 12 years old. We're not talking about like the 80s or the 90s. Okay. I remember in the 80s and 90s, yeah, you could go out, that's fine. You can go, hey, yeah. As long as you're home at a certain point in time, parents they weren't really tripping. We're talking about 2014. 2014. Oh, she lost connection for a minute. All right, you're good. We're about 2014. And this was going on. While we're waiting on her, I'm gonna hit some of these comments. Yeah, X. Yeah, X. I do have a very different view, a very particular view on the song 500 miles, considering my experiences. I do have a very different take on that. So you're 100% right on that. I'm talking about this is over on TikTok, by the way. Yeah, and I appreciate that X over here on TikTok said, dude, you have every right to be enraged by the situation you are talking about. You get it. I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate that love. Out of the entire rant, you never said one thing you don't agree with. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, I really wasn't looking at it like that, but yeah, thanks, X. Thanks for pointing that out. X also said, really, they couldn't make it snazzy with the Slender Man. No, it couldn't. I guess they couldn't make it snazzy with that. I mean, it is what it is. What else we have over here? Oh, I didn't see that. I see it now, but I guess somebody's comment got filtered. I don't know whose it was. It was sandwiched in between Shiloh and X, so I'm leaning towards X. Sorry, brother. I love you, man. That's just how it works most of the time. And then, of course, as you can see, the comments over here over on YouTube. Shiloh's been chiming in. He's been letting us know. Look, bro, I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying. I'm listen. What we're going with the Nicolette National Forest. I see what you're saying. Thank you for putting that up there, though, so that way everybody else can see it. Because I just couldn't. I just can't. Miss D over on, I think we got Itzy back. Miss D over on TikTok tells us what she's saying over on TikTok. Sorry, I was just trying to get this. She said at 12 years old, as long as I was on my property by the time the streetlights came on, I was good. Yeah, 100%. That's how it was. But you're talking about this is 2014, and you're also, as a parent, you're saying my child has been having issues. I'm acknowledging that my child had mental issues, but yet still your child is out running around, and that's my next question. It's kind of frozen there, so we're still working that out. So now that's my next question. I'm looking at my notes now because I'm trying to figure this out. Because if you're saying that your child was having mental issues, okay, so the attack was in 2014. I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, she's having some connection issues, but we're gonna work it out. It's all good. You keep doing your thing, sis. Oh, she's back. Give me a second here, peoples. Give me a second here. We're trying to get her back in. She's working. All right, you doing all right? There we go. Okay, so now my question is this, Izzy. Now you're here. Now we really need to talk, because now I'm really fuming at the mouth here. Oh my God, I'm foaming at the mouth here. Okay, so now my question is this. So the mother of which one was it? Was it you said it was
Morgan Geyser's mom.
Okay, so the geezer's mom. So Mrs. O. Geezer said has stated that her child had some mental. She said the child had mental issues, right?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so there was a sleepover at Peyton's house, right?
It
Or
was
was it Morgan's?
it was Morgan's house.
Okay, so they were at Morgan's house. Okay, cool. So now my question is, because I don't remember you saying anything. I'm looking at my notes right now. I'm not seeing anything in my notes. my question is, okay, so then when the heck, number one, so did it happen did it happen in the early morning of the 31st?
I believe so.
Okay, so then
I,
she did the mom not know the kids that took off?
I
Oh
don't
Lord.
think they did. So yeah, I don't think I saw a time for when they left the house
I'm not seeing the
when they
time
did all
either. So
this.
I just want to make sure. I didn't know if you did. Listen, as parents, on this episode, we're taking a lot of L's on this episode. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying collectively, this is not something this is just not good. Shiloh says over here on YouTube, it's over here, but I'm gonna definitely highlight it. But Morgan was diagnosed with early onset schizophrenia, or later evaluations also noted diagnosis of autism and PTSD. That Morgan had PTSD. Really?
Yes, I do actually remember reading that.
Okay, so Shiloh says, let's pop up there, but I am going to highlight it here and put it on the screen. On May 30th, 2014, Peyton Lautner attended a sleepover at Geyser's. I still like Geezer. Geyser's home to celebrate Morgan's 12th birthday. The following morning, the three girls visited David's Park in Waukesha. Okay, so it was following morning. So yeah, but what I'm not seeing. You know what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing when it comes to a lot of this. What I'm seeing is a lack of responsibility on the parents' part.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that they're I'm still, even not with this stuff, I'm not seeing that they're being held responsible for this.
Yeah, it never, as far as I understand, it never got turned back onto the parents. They just focused on the two girls.
Which
So,
rightfully so, they should.
mhm.
I agree that because they were the ones committed the act. I 100% agree. But what I'm saying, the responsibility falling back on and holding those parents responsible is the fact that, okay, if 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 I say, and say Rain gets a little bit older, and I say, hey, the girls are gonna have a sleepover here at the house. You don't have to worry about, your child's gonna be safe here, blah blah. I'm telling you, from the time you drop your child off, or if it's one of those things where I'm saying, hey, I'll come around and pick everybody up. Um, I'll come over and pick everybody up. And I'm saying, what, by the time you relinquish your parental duties and responsibilities of keeping your child safe, and you relinquish that to me, I'm telling you 100%, when I get your child is coming back to you, hopefully reasonably in the same condition that I got him. Now, I can't speak for if the girls get into a fight or nothing like that. I can't speak for that. Stuff
Yeah.
happens. It's a sleepover. Okay. The child will still be alive and breathing. Hopefully. Rain's a beast. I'm telling you, right? Rain's a beast. So I can't vouch for this child. That child's been on Earth before. This is probably her second or third time being here. Anyways, but that's what I'm saying. Reasonable responsibility to say, hey, so therefore I'm saying, okay, I'm checking girls, the boy, if it's girls, if the boys, I'm checking, what I'm saying, from the time they get there, they go to sleep, they wake up, I'm checking to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. That they're having a sleepover. I'm probably not sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get that, you want to let them have fun, but I'm saying, as if I'm having other children other than my child at my house, I am making sure from the time they get there to the time that they get put back in their parents' hands, that they are protected. There's no foul play. There's nothing crazy going on. I am making sure 100% that those children are taken care of. So that's what I'm talking about when I say the accountability, the responsibility for parents. Wow, this is just freaking wild to me.
Yeah. You would think, you're having a sleepover, your child would be safe. And then they go for a walk into the woods.
And wait a minute.
Yeah.
So wait, now that's my next question. How far was the woods from where they were at? Did you say that? Did you ever
Oh,
say that?
no, but I do know it wasn't too far because it was like right outside their town. It was a park. It was a park in a wooded area.
I guess it would kind of depend on where they lived.
Mhm. I
Because
mean, Wisconsin, so
they're Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is
So.
full of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would just kind of depend on how far they. Would you stop listening to me? Not y'all. I'm sorry, I was talking to the iPad. Because you know who popped up on my freaking iPad.
Of
And I'm like, yo, stop. Anyways, man, that's wild to
Mhm.
me. Yo, it's Amber. God bless America. You have really messed. Okay, we're gonna speak some things. We got about 7 minutes to the end of the show. Okay, so did act. All right. What
Yes.
happened after that? Let's get towards. Okay, you already said the police they found him. They still have
Hmm.
bloody clothes. They still have the murder weapon. Well, not murder
Hmm.
weapon. The weapon on them. When they picked him up. Okay, so now of course they're taking him in. What happened after that? Like court case,
Okay.
and then where we're at.
So in a speed run, the fall of 2014, Morgan Geyser was sent to the Winnebago Mental Health Institute and was studied there for competency to see if she was competent to stand trial.
All right.
She failed. She kind of failed. Anyway, Geyser and Ware were tried in 2017 due to the nature of the offenses. They were tried as adults. March 10th, 2021, Ware was 19 and was released after submitting a letter of sympathy for what pain and agony she had caused. She is to this day under supervised probation until she is 37 years old.
Well, hell no. I'm sorry, Birdman.
Hmm.
Don't use a cuss or nothing like that on here. Hell to the no. This
Hmm.
heifer free.
Anissa Ware is under probation, but she is no longer locked up. Yes.
Continue. Just continue.
Since 2020, since 2020, Geyser has petitioned for appeals to be tried as a juvenile, but was denied 3 times. In 2024, Geyser came out as a transgender man, just to gain some sympathy on her side. Around 8 a.m., November 23rd of 2025, a 911 call was alerted to Madison Police Department that Geyser had disappeared from the group home, cutting off her monitor bracelet, and she left the previous evening. She escaped with a friend. The following morning, the Madison police was alerted to her escape. They were found at a Thornton gas station in, let's see, I cannot remember where it was at, but they were found at a gas station alongside Interstate 57. They identified themselves as Stephanie Grizz and Charles M. Robertson, but under pressure gave their real names. I do remember watching this video of Morgan and her friends escape when they were found by police and questioned. Morgan tried very hard, even saying, "I don't have to tell you my name," to the police. It was a very disturbing kind of video, the way all the excuses that she was giving. Until she caved under pressure, she finally told the police who she was, and she was returned. She was returned to the mental asylum. So,
My problem is when their final
mhm,
pleas and charges were their pleas were for Geyser was guilty plea to charge. Weiner is Weir
mhm,
no Weir sorry Weir guilty to party of attempted second degree homicide. Their
yes.
verdicts were not guilty by reason of mental disease defect schizophrenia for
Mhm,
Geyser, and for Weir not guilty by reason of mental disease defect shared delusion.
mhm.
That
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, even after they were caught by the police, to this day, Morgan Geyser's friend, who helped her escape from the group home, still stands up for what they did, even though they had no idea who she really was, what she had done in her past. On lighter note, on June 5th, 2014, the Slender Man creepypasta creator, whose name was Eric Knudsen, released a statement about the whole incident, saying that he was very sad that this tragedy even happened. He even raised money between June 13th and the 14th. The entire creepypasta community raised money for Lautner to pay her medical bills. They raised up to $70,000 for her medical bills.
Wow.
And then they shut down Slenderman. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say they shut down Slenderman, they shut down like the video games or just everything?
Everything. They took
Dang,
down
that
the Slenderman stories. They shut down the games. They recalled the PlayStation 3 games, Slenderman: The Arrival, which was the one that mentioned the proxies. So it was believed that Slenderman: The Arrival was what got it in their heads about being followers of Slenderman.
which that kind of sucks, man. Because now I'm like really intrigued about it,
There's
and
still
because these two
videos up
freaking
there.
that's crazy, man. Like only thing I can say is the recap is going to be epic. Wow, 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 wow.
Mhm.
That's wow.
And
I can't.
you want to know what's even better? Even after
What?
all that, they made a movie.
Yeah, but I say, did they make a movie? When that come out?
Let's see. Oh, now I gotta try and look it up.
Or just
2018 is when it was
so,
released.
so 4 years after all this?
Hmm. Now there was a lot of issues about this movie, though. Okay, the family of the victim, Peyton
Hmm.
Lautner's family, they were very, very, very skeptical about this movie being released. They actually
Not the
protested
run.
the movie being released because they thought it would have something to do with her attack. It actually didn't.
Okay.
So it was a very, very touch and go thing. Now, one thing I gotta say about the movie, it would have been good if the actors actually wanted to be in it, but still.
The actors didn't want to be in it.
No, you can tell if you watch the movie, you can tell that they did not care about being in the movie. They did sloppy acting. It would have been a really good movie though if they chose to be in it. Yeah, but either way,
Wow.
yeah,
Um.
sloppy acting and everything. You could tell by the way that they were acting. They didn't even want to be there, and yet they did. They were in it just for the money.
Wow. That's freaking.
Insane.
I, yo, this. I'm listen. I love every episode we do. Do not get me wrong when what I'm about to
Hmm.
say. I love every episode we do. This one probably had to be the most roller coaster type episode I've done in quite some time on the Birdman
Yes.
show. Because I came into it which and I did my research, and as you saw it, I did my research. And I focused 100%. Like I said, at the beginning, I focused only on the story of the girls.
Mhm.
Did not even remotely, even think about what the, leading into it, what happened. And with the information you gave us, the history of it, was phenomenal. Like, it was just phenomenal, and it kind of gave me a different perspective on it, to where now I'm like, I was sitting there as we were going through the whole story. I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like,
Hmm.
what the? And then I'm thinking about, how many other video games and movies and stuff came out that had hints of stuff like this, that nothing came out of it from it.
Hmm.
And then to find out, like I said, after I learned, they were 12 years old, and then find out all this stuff, it's like, and the parents weren't held responsible for it, which is funny to me because there's been stuff that's happened here, not that, even before that, where parents were actually held responsible for the kids' action, the children's action in this, and they were the ones that got prosecuted, not the child.
Hmm.
So, oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Oh, wow. What? Are you going to be on the recap tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
It will be I might have to leave a little bit early, but because I do have
Okay.
to open Friday morning, but
Okay.
I will be able to be there for a little bit.
Then what I'll do is we'll do we'll do the recap of Slenderman first, and then we'll
Okay.
recap Monday's episode after that. So whenever you have to leave is when we'll start the
Mhm.
recap for Monday's episode of Conspiracy Files. Wow.
Sounds good.
Okay. So what are your final thoughts what are your my thoughts are all over the place. What are your final
And
thoughts for tonight's episode?
my final thoughts is parents do really need to pay attention to the children, especially when it comes to mental health. Okay? I understand that there are some video games out there that people do blame. You know, video games, movies, and all that. Parents do blame them for what the children do. The
Yeah.
thing is I've played the games. There is nothing in there that indicates that Slenderman was a satanic worshiping thing. This got into the girls' heads, and they went way too far, way too far. Because of the incident, the escape for Morgan Geyser last year, they are
Mm.
actually talking about letting Slenderman come back because Peyton does not blame Slenderman. She blames her friends for what they did, and it took years for her to to get over everything that she went through. But the
Wow.
thing is, parents need to pay attention. I get that we have these phones, social media, and all that stuff, but if your children are into or have mental health problems and they're looking at all of the wrong things, issues like this will happen again if they do not pay attention. That's pretty much all I can say about it. Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. With all that, I 100% agree with all that. And the thing is that it doesn't matter if it's some type of movie or anything like that.
Mhm.
The real threat is the influence that the youth have with other people.
Yes.
And that's the real threat, because you as a parent, honestly, and I know I've said some crazy things about parents
Mm.
through this episode. All of it true. I don't take anything back. But you as a parent could be doing everything right. Understand that you could be doing everything right, but also understand that you are a parent. Your child is the child, and a lot of times they are not trying to hear anything you're trying to say, and their biggest influence comes from the people that they hang around with. As parents, one thing I try to always remind myself is that, yeah, I may be a parent, but I'm not so high and mighty on being a parent that I don't remember what it was like being in that age. And we didn't at our age now, with those kids' ages that they are at, we didn't have the things ready available to us at our fingertips that these kids have now. So you think
Mhm.
about all the things that we were going through. And there was my kids, just say no to drugs and stuff like that, and all the other stuff, and movies and things like that. Now think about it now that everything is at their fingertips, and giving them access to it. You're giving them a cell
Yes.
phone. You're giving them a tablet. You're giving them that freaking computer or whatnot. And in most cases, even if you put parental controls on that stuff, I hate to tell you, parents, love y'all to death, but
Mm.
understand something. These kids are way more versed in the freaking technology than you ever will be. If you're not taking the time to learn the technology and learn what's going on, your kid is going to make you look really stupid. They're going to make you look like you're the one with mental issues,
Mhm.
because they're that's what they're learning in school. And I don't get me started on the whole technology in school thing, because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's when our numbers, kids' numbers for testing and everything, really started going down.
Mhm.
Because we started introducing technology into school. Um, that's not even touching on the fact that the testing and everything and the curriculum that we do in the United States is so outdated. That's ridiculous. Sorry, not sorry. Screw all the technology crap. Anyways, love you guys. I really do. Amber, aka Itzy, yo, this has been phenomenal. Now, real quick, what I want you to do. So, whenever we do this, if you're gonna be on here tomorrow, there's a thing when
Mhm.
you go to sign in, as you see underneath my name, I have the TikTok Birdman Show on
Yes.
there. You can do that. Why don't you right now go ahead and tell people where they can find you at on TikTok, especially your Nerd Talks. If you have not watched Itzy's Nerd Talks, they're they're phenomenal. I love them.
Mm.
I love her. I love her take on the movies that she talks about, anything she talks about when it comes to Nerd Talks. It's fun. I love it. Go check her out. Tell them where they can find you.
I am on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I even started making music and I posted them in YouTube Music. So I have Instagram. Pretty much all it's Blitz cosplays. That's really what I go by.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. She's done the Birdman Show theme song that we do on the Birdman Show. She's done that one. She's done her conspiracy theories intro. Like I said, between her and Shiloh, I'm freaking loving the direction we're going with the music part when it comes, especially when it comes to the show. So I'm gonna encourage you. Now we're face to face. Well, kind of face to face, camera to camera. Continue what you're doing. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be solely Birdman stuff. You can do any type of music you want to. So
and
if you have a passion or if you have a passion or instrument, whatever you want to do that. Shiloh is doing the same thing. Between the both of you guys are knocking it out of the freaking park. So I appreciate both of you so very much. So very much. You have no idea.
you're very, very welcome.
Yes. So like I said, if you guys love that stuff, definitely make sure you send them love their way over on TikTok, YouTube, wherever they're at. You can find them at. I know Shiloh posts a lot of his stuff also on Discord as well. The artwork that you saw for the cutscene came from Shiloh. So I definitely appreciate that. Like I said, also the startup, the Birdman Show starting soon. Shiloh did that. So I definitely appreciate that. I said keep it coming. Don't you have free reign, Amber, you and Shiloh. I think Shiloh's still in here. You both have free reign as far as that when it comes to the music and artistic work that you guys do. You have free reign. Just as you keep doing it, just keep sending it. I'm gonna keep putting it on. That's all that's going to happen. So I love you guys so much for that. I just want to say thank you to everybody who joined us on TikTok. Hey, listen, Miss D, I'm with you. I can't wait for tomorrow night either. I'm trying to tell you, tomorrow night is going to be off the chain because good God Almighty, like this episode it had me on such. Now I'm trying not to get back into it, but this episode had me on such an emotional roller coaster that it was not even funny. It wasn't even funny. Like I was really there's times I was really trying to fight back my anger, but there's also time there's a few times I'm so glad that's one of those times we took commercials. I was trying to fight back tears because I was getting so mad that I just wanted to freaking bawl. And this episode hit so many different notes when it came to that man, oh my God. I was getting emotional. Birdman don't get emotional like that. Oh man.
You
So I
got love
thank you.
stories that hit you there. So
Yeah. Had me like had me help trying to clear my throat.
well, that's what I've been doing all night.
Yeah, but you had a cough, man. Yours was brought on by not feeling well. Mine was brought on by some stuff. I was like, man, that's crazy. I do want to say real quick though. As you see right now, I'm wearing I don't know which side is it. Oh, there it is. You see my vest there? Got the Birdman Show over here. Look, I'm not trying to touch myself. I'm not trying to be like, you're not think about. No, I'm not trying to do all that. But we're doing all kind of stuff. Like I said, this is Birdman stuff. I do stuff for my basketball team, but we're doing all kinds of stuff. But like I said, if you have any questions about that, have any ideas, definitely float us some ideas. You can reach us out on our email at infinite or 143 infinite designs at gmail.com, or you can call us at 620-454-6588. Like I said, you can call us. I'd probably say text first. This is strictly the business phone. Text first, try to set up something, and like I said, myself or Dez will get back with you on that. But we're trying to push that in the forefront. Like I said, as we're also doing the streaming network and everything, I'm gonna have something set up for that as well, for everything like that. So like I said, we're putting out different ideas. We're trying to get all this stuff going. So definitely hit us up. Let us know if you have any ideas as well. And of course, if you're wanting Birdman apparel, especially t-shirts, hit us up. Let us know, hey, I want a Birdman t-shirt. we'll get you in the rotation and get your shirt out to you. So yeah, definitely. Yo, wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a great one. This is a great one. So don't forget to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the Birdman Show recap. I think I have it somewhere on here. There it is. So we have the Birdman Show recap tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time, right back here. So however you joined us tonight, it's going to be the same way you join us tomorrow. So definitely join us for the Birdman Show recap tomorrow night, 6 p.m. This is the first time in a while I've been really excited about a recap. Like I'm always excited about it. I'm excited about everything we do. But this one hit such a different note. Plus, when you throw in what we're going to be talking about from Monday's episode, wow. And we talked about trackers, which I tried to sneak in there a couple times accidentally. When we talked about trackers Monday, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night's episode for the recap. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see everybody there. Like I said, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us over on TikTok. Thank everybody for joining us on YouTube, Rumble, as well. What did you say, Shiloh? Tomorrow, folks, be here or no, be here. No, darn right, no excuses, Shiloh. You're darn right, no excuses. Get your butt here. Anyways, like I said, I want to thank everybody for joining us for this edition of the Birdman Show. Like I said, like what we've been doing, stick around, playing one of the songs from Shiloh or Etsy at the end. So definitely stick around for that. We appreciate you guys so much. For the Birdman Show, Death Light, for Ace in his absence, for Amber, who did a phenomenal job. Miss D for joining us for a little bit. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate all of you. Love you guys so very much. Thank you for getting us to 7.2K likes on TikTok. Make sure you share out these podcasts where you're watching us on TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, whatever. Share those out. Get people in here. Let's get those likes up. Let's set this thing on fire. I'm not saying I'm not condoning arson. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Not that. Like, I'm talking about the shares and likes. Set that. You know what? We'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. I'm Birdman. Birdman Show out. Yeah, we out. Yeah, stick around. Okay. That was not. I did not go as I thought it was on that. It was loud. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, into the dark. Welcome to the sanctuary. The headlines fade and the noise dies down. We sitting with the shadows in the middle of town. We analyze the motive, we traced every track, but now it's time to take our own peace of mind back. See, the world gets heavy with the stories we spin, from the cold-blooded killers to the state that we in. But inside the flock, yeah, the air is clean. We filtering the toxins out of the machine. Keep your wings up, glide with a static, turning tragic into magic. Yeah, the flow is automatic. It's the Birdman wisdom rising out of the grave. We acknowledge the night, but we living for the day. Yeah, we living for the day. They say curiosity killed the cat, but that's a lie. It's the silence that hurts that makes the spirit dry. So we talk it out loud, put the shame on the shelf. Real conversations are the wealth of your health. From the silliness to serious, we bridge that gap. More than just a show, fam, more than just a rap. It's a lifeline thrown in the ocean of grief, searching for the answers but finding relief. Ooh, let it breathe. Let the healing begin. We don't leave. We saw the worst of the worst, looked it right in the eye. Watching clouds pass by. So keep your way lifting up our heads. Watching clouds pass. So keep your wings up, gliding over the static, turning tragic into magic. Yeah, the flow is automatic. It's the Birdman wisdom rising out of the grave. We acknowledge the night. Slowly, rest easy, fly. We'll catch you on the next flight.